Okay, 180 seconds to look at Combat Patrol issue 17. Front of the issue here, sporting some nice artwork there of a Termagant swarm. And in fact, we can also see the completed models here. Will be part 1 of 2, so we'll get some of the sprues for them, and then issue 18 will wrap things up. In terms of what's in this issue, so the build steps will be here for the Termagant unit. From a breed perspective, there's some sections for the Imperium, a little bit about the Space Marines first founding chapters, a little section there for the High Fleet adaptations for the Tyranids, and a fiction piece, Tools of War. And then lastly, we'll have within the play side the command points and stratagems, just some little tidbits about those, and then bring it down as a scenario. How to build, pretty much straightforward. Termagants are all snap fits, so obviously just pretty much the steps on how to put them all together. It looks like they average about 3, maybe 4 pieces each before you need to put them on the base. Life in the Imperium, pretty much your day-to-day life, which I'm sure is going to be an interesting read, which then follows into the death in the Imperium. It's interesting how they have life and death in the same one, but it is what it is, I guess. At some point in time I'll have to read through all that just to get a better understanding of the context. First founding chapters, so obviously the surviving 9 loyalist legions post being broken down into chapters. So each of those 9 chapters are there with their legion iconography, which is nice. High Fleet adaptations, so just going through some of the adaptations of each of the High Fleets. So there's Leviathan and Behemoth, Hydra, which I still swear is a carbon copy of Behemoth, Kronos, Kraken, and Jormungandr. I think. I have no idea how to pronounce some of these things sometimes. Tools of War is that interesting little standalone fiction piece, which I don't believe is related to the Silver Templars. That has been ongoing. Command points and stratagems, pretty much how you use them and how they work. And then command rerolls and things like that. There's some obviously little tokens you could possibly chop out of the magazine, but I'll probably not. Scenario 13, bring it down. So there's the conditions for the scenario, the Tyranid turn, and visual of that, and then the Space Marine turn, and a visual of that. Typical victory conditions for each side. The preview of Combat Patrol and where it's moving towards for the Eldari and Chaos once Tyranids and Space Marines finish. And then the back of the issue is the preview for 18 and 19. And then to wrap things up, pretty much the 2 sprues for the Termagant pieces. So there we go. Issue 17.